fabric. The Chinese, when they first invented paper, about 2,000 years ago, guess what it was invented with? They used hemp as the fiber to create paper. So it's not like this is something brand new. And of course, the use of cannabis for medical purposes is also not something that just started in 1963. This goes back centuries and centuries. And I didn't bring it. I was thinking after I left, I should have. A friend of mine brought back a jar about yay big from Italy, and it has the word cannabis on it. And it was an old pharmaceutical jar that she found in a souvenir shop or something like that. And it just showing that cannabis has, for medical purposes, goes back eons and eons. Ted touched on some of the politics around it. There is a lot of feeling that that hemp with marijuana has been trounced by big corporations for a variety of reasons. Whether we believe it or not, the reality is that hemp was banned in the United States of America. By the way, which I hope, I'm really cheering for the Americans today. I really want them to win silver. Go, back in 1932, 33, somewhere around there, one of the biggest corporations in the U.S. Developed nylon. And nylon is a petrochemical product to make fabric and rope. And up until that point, natural fibers had always been used. Cotton, flax, hemp, to make clothing, to do sails on sailing ships, to make ropes, all a variety of reasons. In fact, in the early days of the Europeans coming to North America, both the French and the English told the original people that they had to grow hemp. It was such an important fiber that they were required to grow hemp. So this is back in the 1500s. So in the 1930s, with the development by DuPont Chemical of nylon, all of a sudden, the marijuana tax law in the U.S. in 1935, I think it was, banned marijuana. Unbeknownst to most of the rest of the U.S., they also lumped in hemp as marijuana. And so hemp was also banned. So for 60-odd years, and still to this day, 2010, in the United States of America, a farmer is not allowed to grow hemp. Obviously can't grow marijuana, they also can't grow hemp. Now, biologically, the two plants are very closely related, but they are distinct, but they will cross-pollinate. Now, I'm told that a lot of hemp farmers, because it's now legal in Canada for about 10 to 12 years, with a license from the federal government, you can grow hemp. You have to have a certain size farm. There's lots of restrictions. You have to have a permission. You can't have a criminal record to get a license, and yada, yada, yada. It's a lot of stuff. What I'm told is that a lot of pot growers don't like hemp being grown because if the two plants do cross-pollinate, which they will do, it lowers the THC of the pot. So it doesn't even make sense to not allow farmers to grow hemp because they say, we don't want to give you 10 acres and then in the middle you're going to grow pot, because if you did, you would probably destroy the crop anyway, so lessen its value. Anyway, to this day, the United States still will not let their farmers grow hemp. Canada has, but as I say, with great restrictions. Most of Europe has come on board, particularly Holland. And so hemp is kind of making a comeback. My son started with a business partner. They started a hemp company to, as young guys, 12 years ago, they were just hearing a lot about hemp. And they thought, there's no retail store out there. So they started to create products using hemp textiles and buying from wherever they could. And we started a store here in Victoria about 10 years ago on Johnson Street. And last summer we moved that store to Government Street, so we're at the corner of Government and Fort, so like I said, we're pretty obvious out there. And our company is called Hemp and Company. We didn't hide the name, this is what we are. And despite the fact that every day we hear somebody say, "Oh, can I smoke that shirt?" We just keep pursuing. I want to show you, this is one of our original sweatshirts, so this is 10 years old. It's a very durable fiber. It's one of its characteristics is how strong it is. It's the most durable natural fiber. So probably some of the nylons and the petrochemical fabrics are stronger, but this is not made, this is grown. This is what they made from drilling dinosaur bones and oil, which attracts me as an environmental. So, I've had this crazy, again, for my son, I got involved in this. I probably wouldn't have known Dick about any of this except my connection to it. And over the years, it's just been a marvelous journey. Ted is touching on, it's going too slow, not enough is happening, but because of guys like him, and because of a strong environmentalist movement, people's eyes, people's minds, their spirits are opening up to making the planet a better place, greening it, whatever we want to call it. And I am totally, as an old fart, I'm really excited that how many young people come to me with new products that they've developed using hemp, using organic plants. I want to make clothing, but I don't want to use synthetics. I want to use natural products. We now have bamboo products, bamboo textiles coming out. I forgot to bring one, but I have a really cool pineapple fabric. Like, people are crazy, and that's the beauty of us. I mean, the negative, of course, that we're crazy, we do bad stuff, but we also do a lot of good stuff. And it's just been very heartwarming to have the number of young people bringing products to my stores so that we can, in turn, sell them. So I thought I'd just whip through a bunch of stuff here and show you some of the things that can be done with hemp. Most of the time we mix the hemp with some cotton because hemp can be a little rough, I think the technology is going to come in where this can be 100%. This is a 55% hemp, 45% cotton. Back in the day, we were not able to get organic cotton, so it was just regular cotton. Now when we make our shirts, we use hemp and cotton, but the cotton is organically grown. We make t-shirts. A lot of t-shirts we have men's and women's through. And just another issue for me, textiles are all coming from China because we don't have a textile manufacturing plant in Canada. Yes, our farmers can grow it. No, we can't make a textile because we don't have the machinery in place to do so. The United States, which has lots of mills, could easily make textile, but they won't let their farmers grow the crop. So we're caught in this conundrum. But we bring in our bolts of fabric, but we do manufacture in Vancouver. So these are men's, women's type shirts, 55% hemp, 45% organic cotton made in Vancouver. So that's our own brand.
Just to add that all of the t-shirts that we have are all come from
Yeah. You want to get yourself a 420 shirt, Team 420? Go with 420. These are on shirts that Scoots supply.
Is that available at your store?
We haven't got the 420 shirts. Yeah. For these guys. You can get them right out in the hall out here. And there's a company down in California, and they make a lot of hats. They're called Liberty. Those are the hemp